What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we're doing a chart breakdown for Samurai Shogun versus Master Ninja. Who is going to win? Damn, such a cool poster. Alright, wow. It's a pretty interesting request. This is requested by stardf29, and he has been a long time patron, so I'm more than happy to give back and give him a chart breakdown, and he requested this, so here we are. Okay, so let's get right to the brass tacks. The song is 260 BPM. I might be interchangeably saying 130 or 260. I might say 8th notes when I mean 16th notes, or 16th notes when I mean 8th notes. You're gonna have to bear with me in those regards because yeah, I'm easy to get confused. But the important thing is that we are going to break this down, and I'm going to do it justice. So the biggest question I'm sure that you want answered right off the bat is, do we do the crossovers? Do we do the crossovers? We were just talking about Unreal just before this, and I was asking people, should we do the crossovers? Yes or no? I gave people a chance to answer, and whenever they finished answering and they said crossovers, I called them an idiot. Called them an idiot, saying that hell no, do not do the crossovers. Is this going to be the same case? Should we avoid crossovers like the plague, or should we do them? That is the question, and the answer is nuance. That's correct. We have nuance. Some of these crossovers we are absolutely going to have to tackle head on, while other ones we're going to have to cheat it. We're definitely going to have to cheat some of these. So you're definitely going to want to bump up your crossover game. I've told you guys in the past, I think I've broken down a Arrabbiata before, and I've basically said that, or I've broken down songs before that have fast double steps. And I've used Arrabbiata as an example, saying that you want to be able to at least double step 225, because a lot of songs in DDR, like Arrabbiata is the perfect example because you're forced to do double steps. There's no turn or shuffle you can play without doing a double step in that song, okay? Mark my words. So at the very least, Konami does expect double steps for 225. And you can even argue there's a lot of other songs, even higher BPM or higher in a halving sense, that do require you to do double steps. And with that said, I'm going to say 260 is like that next level. And I would say that 260 is like basically at the max. Like, I'm at 260. I can double step 260 and still... Okay, Pie Guy, how about you show us the video of you getting that PFC on Arrabbiata without doing any double steps, huh? I'll tell you what, make it a triple A, okay? I'll be enthralled if I can watch you triple A 990 or higher, full combo. It's got to be a full combo. Arrabbiata without doing any double steps. I'm gonna have to see you spin like 12 times, but it'll totally be worth it. But okay, side note complete. I would say that regardless if you can or can't, you really want to be able to have this in your tool bag. Let's put it like that. You want to be able to have the ability to PFC, MFC, GFC, whatever you're going for, whatever your level is. You want to be able to do that at a pretty high BPM. Like whatever BPM you can double step at now, whether it be 200 or 210 or 220, you should always try to be reaching up to go a little bit higher. You definitely want to be able to go up a little bit higher on your double step. Like, you can never be too high. I would say I'm personally maybe around like 280. I can like pretty reasonably yeah, it's hard to say, in fact. I've definitely gone I'd say, like, if it's in a stream, if we're talking like streams, I can do 280 to 300 BPM. So like if you put max 300 on shuffle, a lot of the stream patterns, I probably would be able to get away with getting perfects on. Perfects or greats. But I was going to say that, yeah, 260 is like a really good one to be at. There's that one Japanese song with the 260 BPM. It's got the challenge 17 and an expert 15. There's a lot of double steps in both of those. You got Samurai Shotguns 260. You definitely got to double step some of this. You had another one. It was just on the tip of my tongue. What was it? Illegal function. Yeah, illegal function call. That has some double steps, and that's 260. So try to bump up your double step to be able to do 260. I definitely think it's going to help you in the long run. And with that said, this song is going to give you some of that practice at the 260 range. What are some good techniques to practice double stepping? Well, let's just go to any BPM that you want to be able to double step at. Maybe you can't do 260 yet. How about you do Dragon, what is it? Dragon's Force? No, it's not Dragon Force. What's the Dragon song of the 240 BPM? I hate that song so much. Oh my god, what song is that? 240 BPM Dragon. You know which one I'm talking about. But you're going to say, but Dr. D, it doesn't have any double steps inside. Oh, you want to bet? Put it on left. Put it on right. Dragon Blade, that's right. Put it on shuffle. Now it has double steps. Now you can practice. Go to any song that is the BPM you want to be able to double step. Throw it on left, right, or shuffle. You're going to get some double step patterns, and that's going to help you out. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, I do not like Dragon Blade. I really don't. It's such an annoying song. But hey, I do like Samurai Shotgun. All right, let's get started right away. I'm going to gloss over a lot of it. I'm going to give the generalized tips. I'm going to mark the places where I would be personally double stepping and the places that I would personally be doing crossovers. All right, let's start. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'll stop. Such a cool song. 1 2 1 2. So it's gonna be dun 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 dun, and then a stream. Very straightforward. So here's the first one. So the first one, do we double step or do we cross over? The correct answer is either one. I've definitely played around with both options. I've been successful with both. If you're doing one and you're more consistently getting misses or goods or whatever, try the other one for a bit, and if you still can't fix it, analyze your technique. Maybe take a video of how you're hitting it, and you'll probably identify the problem. If you do want to double step it, the correct way to do it would be as soon as you hit this right, slam, and I would definitely say double step would be my preferred method nowadays. After your right heel hits this, slam down, so plant, slap, plant and slap, plant, slap, and then we have a very nice pattern to finish. Alright, very straightforward, nothing too special. Alright, so the first 112 steps minus that double step, it's pretty straightforward. Let's continue. This one, it should be obvious. We gotta cross this over, okay? Like, I'm not gonna waste time to even explain why. This one's definitely a crossover, okay? Like, get your foot over the panel, okay? We're crossing that one over, okay? So, left foot. Hey. Okay. So, cross that over. Okay, jump over here. I'm not making notes about these because it's almost inconsequential if you're doing these with your left or right foot. Like, you can be double stepping here, you can do like 2 with your left, 2 with your right. Like, it's inconsequential, and there's not really any risk of breaking these freeze arrows as long as you even touch it. So I'm not really making any notes here. That's why. Okay, so once again, this time it's kind of like an adjacent. So whenever I say mirrored, it's not always a true mirror. True mirror would actually like be on the up arrows, but whenever I say mirror, like it's like the left right mirror. So this is a mirrored section. So right foot, we're gonna bring our right over here to do this crossover. So just be mindful about these kind of patterns because I'm showing you on the 1x chart over here. And if you look over here, it might come up a little bit too fast. You can't really see that. You might be in a position where you do this and then like you feel like your right foot wants to start here, and you don't want to do that. So you're going to be hopping. You're hopping between this. So down, right, down, and then hop to the right, down, sorry, left, down, left. Okay. So dun 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 dun. So this part's gonna end with the jack jumps. So watch it one time, then I'll go over it. Two of them end on the left right, which I do think is easier in this case. So I'll tell you how I do those, and then the last one ends with an up right. Okay, so the pattern goes. So we're gonna start it here. So 1, 2, 3, and then jump. How I like to do this, I actually use the width of the panel. So what I would do, because like doing it in the same spot, like whenever you do a step jump in the same spot, it feels a lot harder. But if I do the pattern where it would be, you know, the up, left, right, after I hit that, I will actually go a little bit outside to do another jump. Like it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, boom, like that. I almost treat it like it's a different arrow, so that it like forces me to lift up my foot. So I'd like to do that, and I will bend my knees to come down, so I'm not really lifting my legs up. I'm like kind of collapsing my body. So as soon as I hit this, I collapse my body and then briefly lift up and slap it down. That's how I personally do that. Definitely don't get tripped up here. Make sure you're starting on your left foot for patterns like this. So we repeated that, and then once again we're going to do this, but this is a lot harder because you can't really use the technique I just told you where like you treat it like a different arrow, because like the angle that you're attacking it definitely feels a bit harder to do that. All right, so now we're moving into a new section of the game, of the song. Or no, not yet. I forgot one more. So this one, but it's just an adjacent or mirrored version of the other one. All right, now we're moving into another section. All right, pretty straightforward. Be mindful to swing your body over because we need to start this pattern. And this is a crossover I usually will opt to do. So starting with right, left, right, left, right, left, and then get your right foot over here. And when you're going to finish on your right, you're in a really good position to start this next one. So this is a crossover you definitely want to do more than not. All right, this one, you actually have an option. Kind of, but it's probably not how you think of it. If I was going to double step this section right here, I would double step from the left to the down. That sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but the reason why I want to do that because I want to put my right foot to do this crossover. I don't want to use my left. If we play it out right now, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, that's a little bit awkward personally for me, but what is more comfortable would be if I played, I missed it. So after I do this, I'm going to hit my left, so I'm going to do the toe heel, and then my right foot is going to be on this foot now, and now I can play it out to hit that. See, I prefer doing that, and it has a huge benefit doing it this way because I do remember that the next section is going to start off very smoothly. If we finish the other way, we're going to have to do some readjustment, but if we finish with our right foot here, we can either hit this with our left, but then our left is going to start here and we're in a really nice position. Okay, after that one, definitely get your left foot to the top and then play this out. And this is like the ending, the same of the pattern I just showed you. And then I'll pivot over here. And then this one's going to be a little bit interesting. It's a longer one. Okay, so the good news is like there's really no mental notes to do it. It's a long stream, so. And then I love doing a helper step for this one. Oh, I love it. It just sounds so badass. So I'm going to put at the end of this freeze, I'm going to hit left arrow here and to start it. So my pattern is going to be left, down, up, down, left. So bum, 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 bum. So I hit the freeze. So you can't hear the clap here, but I put in an extra clap. So as soon as I hit it, so bum 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 bum. So bum 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 bum. So cool. It feels really cool to do that. So I personally like to do that. I don't know why I like to do that one so much, but you could definitely just sight read it and just do it. But I like to throw in that extra step. It's a little bit more flair. Alright, play this out. Left foot on the up there. Okay, this is going to be harder. If you hit this how you would think to hit it with your left foot on the down, you're going to have a bad time. Try to set up before you get here. So after this jump at 407, try to remember the up down. You want your left foot to be planted on the top. That's going to give you a nice fluid transition. And then likewise here, make sure your right foot's on the top for 415. And then this part is like where like everything is like on the line. So starting at 420, y'all. Okay, what do? We have like two options. I've done it both ways, and I'll tell you what I prefer. So we're on blues time signature, and then we're going to have this crossover. You don't want to double step it. The only question is, do we hit this with our right foot, bring our right foot down here, and then right, left, or do we hit this with our right foot and then use our left foot to do left, right, left, right? Well, before you answer that, let's look at what's coming up. What's coming up is a small stream here, starting with your right foot. So what's more beneficial here? Let's think about it. Well, if we finish with our left foot over here, we're going to have to like throw our left foot back over here, and then we're going to have to get over here. Where if we finish with our right foot, we're hitting this with our left, and then we can just go. So definitely prefer to hit this freeze with our right, and then start this with our left foot. So it's going to be left, right, and then we're going to have a nice transition into this, and this is going to be fucking rude as hell. I'm going to play it out one time, and then we'll take our notes. It's cringe. Konami, who's writing your step charts? Ugh. A lot of people really like to shit on Konami, but I swear they purposely do this. Like, people think that they're incompetent. I think that they know what they're doing, and they want it to be like you know, uncomfortable. They want it to be a challenge because of the sake of making it a challenge. You know, like, honestly, a lot of people like shit on Konami. I think a little bit. I mean, I shit on Konami all the time, but I think it's intentional. Like, you can like call Dead End Groove Radar Special an atrocious piece of shit, and it is, but it's intentional. It's not because of incompetence. It's because of just their design philosophy, if that makes any sense. Okay, so how do we tackle this design philosophy? Oh man, okay. Alright, so we're on our right foot. So one option is play it out, and then see, here's the issue. If we cross this over, like, you're gonna put your left foot here, like, ah man, like, I hate doing that. I would much rather double step this. So let's look at an alternative. So the focus arrow, the transition arrow is going to be this one. So as soon as we finish our left foot, so right, left, our left heel is hitting this, our left toe is hitting the up. And then, but it doesn't really help us that much because it's going to finish very awkwardly. So regardless, you're going to be able to finish up these next like 6 notes pretty nicely. But then you're going to have to make a decision here. Do you finish the do you finish the crossover, or do you double step it? And I'll honestly just leave that one up to you. So double step, our left foot is here, right, left, and then you can either do right heel to right toe, or you can do right foot anywhere to crossing over our left to the right. Regardless, make sure you start this next section with your left foot, play it out a little bit, and then here is like the most intensive double step part, and I absolutely do this entire section double stepping. So look at it very briefly. Okay. The good news is if you practice double stepping a lot, like especially these kind of parts, you're probably going to want to just do the entire earlier sections just double stepping. If you can do this section that I'm going to be teaching you by doing the double steps, which is how I do them, well, then you're going to be a double stepping god, and why are you even watching this video? But let's look at it for everyone else. So right, left, and then here's our first double step. So with our left foot on the toe, our left toes on the up, slam it down with our heel, play it out a little bit. Now, even though we're double stepping almost all of this, you do have a middle, a choice here. This one can be easily done with a crossover. Some of the double steps I would do, but sometimes I'll be double stepping and throw in crossovers. This is a crossover I would probably opt to do. So the right, left, right, and then we're back here. And then we finally have this section, which we can either start with our left or the right. Which one's the correct answer? Let me take a look. So if you're going to cross over, right foot is definitely the way to go, because we're going to be doing the crossover here, and then we're going to wrap around. We're going to finish really nicely, in fact, if you choose to cross over. So overall, I would opt to cross over this section. But with that said, could we double step? Well, yeah, I mean, you could always double step. It's just, is it going to be beneficial? That's the question. Okay, so if we're approaching this as a double step, we could potentially start, because of how we finished before. So as we finished it before with the down on our right, we could start this with our left. Let's play it out. So if we did this with our left, now we're kind of in a good position, and then the double step would occur here. So you'd have to double step twice though, because it'd have to be there, and then you're fine here, and then your toe, and then the heel. So overall, I would definitely say it's worth it to do this crossover. So the right foot here, play it out, and then you're going to finish crossed over, and then you're home free. That's it. Alright, so please take notes when I told you to double step, when I told you not to double step, and play around, figure out what works to you, and just because you cleared that, there's definitely some parts where you're going to want to be mindful of which foot you're starting with. Oh, and there's one more final crossover or double step. Let's take a look. So here, you can either play this out and cross over, or you can double step it. Personally, so left on the up, and then if you're going to double step, you're going to do right here. So the right foot to the right foot, and then just left, left. So it's like 2 double steps in a row. 2 for your right, and then 2 for your left, and then you finish it. Otherwise, cross it over, and you'll be fine. And 572. Are you seriously going to sit here and tell me you couldn't find one more note to put in the song, Konami? Like, really? Seriously? Alright, so that's going to wrap up Samurai Shogun vs. Master Ninja. I hope you enjoyed this, Stardy. Thank you very much for the request. I hope everyone enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned, and I hope to see you next time. You take it easy, and peace.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. If you like what I do and want to be notified whenever I upload or go live, subscribe and hit that bell icon. If you really love me, consider pledging on Patreon to enjoy exclusive benefits. Lastly, keep the DDR discussion going by joining my Discord community linked below. Thanks again, and peace.